Rick Skills, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What is this? I'm in the red light because we in the dang on cold red. Hey, Skills, you see my Abe Lincoln shirt, man? We in the cold red, man. Ocean Love, what up? What's going on? I could turn a light on, maybe. Oh, get some brightness up in here, right? Um, are we cool, man? It's kind of bright, man. I don't really feel like being bright right now, so I'm just gonna go in this red light and chill, man. Um, so Oshun, what's happening? Everybody, thumbs up, man. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. This is breaking news, man. Breaking news. I'm gonna give it a minute before we get in. Before we get this party started, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna have to take y'all to the sky, man. I'm gonna have to take you to the sky. Um, what the heck? And so, what up? What up, Nisha? What's going on? All right. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This. Hey, I know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all have to know what the planet Mars is at all times. I'm telling y'all. I don't know what else to say. Like Jesus Christ. Yin, Y to the E to the N. What up? Um, Mary the Legend of the Threes. I'm sorry, Marv. What's going on? Let me go grab this chart real fast because I'm gonna draw an arrow to it. Let me put it on the PowerPoint. Bam, bam, bam. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Welcome to StreamYard. We're streaming. Let me widen this bad boy up so y'all can get a good view. Let me go grab an arrow in real time. All right. So everybody, thumbs up, man. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Planet Nine in the backdrop, I have to say, does not reflect. This conversation does not reflect the views of Planet Nine. This is simply, this is just simply a support thing. Oh yeah. So let's get the thumbs up, man. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, because it's gonna be quick. This ain't gonna even be hard. I was actually on my way to bed, about to watch a documentary. Just went to the truck, grabbed my charger because I forgot my house charger. So I grabbed my car charger. I'm sitting up here watching a little kitty cartoon on Saint Cecilia, minding my business, thinking I'm about to get some education before I go to sleep. And the Prime Minister, Minister Jew, called me and let me know that PnB Rock has been murdered. And from his understanding, he said it was due to his female companion or company posted a picture of where they were at. And this is interesting because I actually seen PnB Rock in Philly on Girard Avenue in a waffle spot. Um, Real story. You know what I'm saying? He was sitting down, eating, chilling. You know what I mean? Um, that's crazy. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Um, yeah, I'm gonna show you tonight how to check for Mars. Um, So you gotta watch, man. You gotta watch this. It seems like women, y'all got a little bit bad with all this posting your locations and where you at. Like, man, y'all ain't never seen me even post my kids on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I move different. You know what I mean? Like, it's military to me. To me, I just felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's you don't know who's who. You know what I mean? And so I would never really expose that which I want to protect so much. You know what I'm saying? To, anybody that's looking. It's kind of like being the nigga with the fly car in the city. Everybody know the car, but you don't know who know. You don't know who know where you lay your head at because they see that car spin the block. You know what I'm saying? But you got all eyes on you at all times. You know what I'm saying? And you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And just got to be careful, man, and move a little bit more strategically and think about everybody. You know what I'm saying? Um, think about everybody. Hold on 1 second, y'all. You know what I mean? All right, so let's do this real fast. So let me show y'all what's going on. Let me go share my screen. Hold on. Bam. I'm gonna blow this. Well, I can't blow it up. It won't let me. Not yet. All right. So PnB Rock, born December 9th, 1991. Right. Anytime you are looking for murder and violence, the first thing we do is we just simply created an Astro account. We go to astro.com. We throw in the birthday, and there's going to be a button here. In fact, maybe I can walk you guys through it. Right. So when we come to astro.com, we throw the information in. Um, Once we throw this information in here, get that out of here. That's irrelevant. We throw the information in here, then you will see that, you put the birthday information in here and whatnot. And there's going to be a button right here that'll say with transits. So if I say without transits right now, this is just a birth chart. But I want to know where the planets are at right now. So I'm going to click with transits. So as I click with transits, what happens is you're going to see these green planets light up on the outside, right? All right. And so now it's the same thing as this. This is why it says transits the 13th of September in 2022 is actually the 12th, but it's based off universal time. So it's already September 13th. Nevertheless, the planet is in the same spot, regardless to England running time. All right. And so the first thing I'm gonna see is um Mars in the sky in Gemini, which I'll put an arrow to it, which is right here. Okay. And since it's in Gemini, I know opposite Gemini is Sagittarius, and bam, look at all that right here. He was born with Mars in Sag. And let me make this really big so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. The weight. Bam. Right. So Mars is opposite Mars, ladies and gentlemen. Mars is opposite Mercury, ladies and gentlemen. Mars is even opposite Sun, ladies and gentlemen, because he was born with this on a tight conjunction. All of those are together. So when Mars is in the sky in the opposite sign, opposition represents conflict. I'm opposing you. Danger is on the way, right? So this is what you would call a code red. Okay. And so I'm gonna show you something real fast because he's born December 9th, 91, right? So let me see something real fast. Let me see if I can get to it. December 9th, 91, right? So I'm gonna take you to a software that I use real fast. All right. And say I want to do PnB Rock, right? PnB Rock. Okay. And he was born what? December 9th. Hold on, I can just do it like this, right? 12/9/1991. And the time of birth and all that don't even matter because we're just looking at the planet Mars is going to be where it was, right? And so, say this is his actual birthday. All right. Now we in September. It may have happened in August, right? And let me see though. And so I'm gonna go back to the month of August. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up a general monthly detail report. Okay. All right. So hold on, I gotta go find it because my path got messed up. All right. So what I'm looking for is I'm about to look for Mars in the sky square. I mean, be in opposition to Mars. Okay. I'm looking for Mars opposite Mars. And I'll find it because it's going to be in red. That's Mars square Saturn at 22. And so it'll be later in the month. He at 24 degrees right now. I need to get him. It may happen early September. I'm looking for that red bar. And bear with me because I'm scrolling through all this astro data. But you got to know how to, well, me know how to go through this thing. All right. So now on August the 20th, Mars just got into Gemini on August 20th. So it may happen at the very end of the month. We want Mars to be in opposition to Mars. And it may happen in early September, the way it's looking. All right. All right, cool. So it's going to be early September. No problem. All right. So give me a second. I'm going to change this to early September. All right. So here goes September's report. Why did I do that? Man, my wheel tripping. There we go. So at the end of the month, this is what I'm saying. So in August the 31st, the last 5 days of the month, my job is to get my clients a astro report, right? For the upcoming month. So in August, the last day of August, or if you early on my list, I would have got you on the last 5 days of August. I'll give you a September report, and this is what I do for them, right? So I highlight this, and then I'll put this little bubble right here, and I will say code red, right? You got a code red that's coming. Bam, right? And it was actually started exactly on September the 2nd. Well, it's 10 days late, but this program only wants to give you the precise measurement of when it's going to be dead exact to degree because it's telling you Mars on September the 2nd, Mars is opposite Mars at 1:38 a.m. Eastern time at 7 degrees Gemini and 14 minutes. Okay. Because when we go back into your chart and we look at Mars at the bottom here, or you can look at the data sheet, you got Mars at 7 degrees Sagittarius. So the report wants to be dead on accurate to the day of when this tension is there. But the truth of the matter is that energy is still there. So if you know how long Mars lasts, the duration, hence this red bar is halfway filled, and look at the black bar with the moon. The moon is only there for 2.5 days and she gone. Bam. This is not a long thing with the moon because it moves so fast. But with Mars, this bar is halfway filled up. So you have to a degree, ain't no to a degree, you have to have a working knowledge on how long is this going to last. When I told you guys, but when I went and I had did the podcast, right? When I did what is it? I may do Anchor FM. Let me see. It may be already signed in, right? um, when I did my podcast, hold on, let me log into my podcast real fast. I know I put it over here. Oh no, no. I'm on Whatchamajigga. You can just sign me in. All right. So when I went to what's that say? Introduce a new video podcast joint. Um one of the here it is episodes. When I had went to did I do Mars? I thought I did something with Mercury retrograde, the basis of relationship. I don't we choose love. I could have swore it may be in a retrograde episode though. Um, I thought I did something about Mars and whatnot. Seek understanding Mercury retrograde. Somewhere I talked about Mars, okay, and I had talked about it being it's a long period of time because Mars is going to do something called a Mars retrograde, and I'll show you what that looked like. I thought I had it in one of the titles, but I didn't. I'm gonna show you what that looked like because we're in 2022, right? And it's September. So if you come here in September, right, Mars is in Gemini right now. We're right here in the middle. Mars is in Gemini, right? And it's saying 6 degrees Gemini. And at the end of the month, it's going to be at 19 degrees Gemini. Well, I know come October the 30th, Mars just turned red at 25 degrees Gemini in October. So that means in November, it looked like it's going backwards. See, it's going down in numbers 25. Then it goes to 24, 23, 22, 20, 19, right? And then when we go to December of this year, it's 18 Jimmy. And then it in December at 9 degrees Jimmy. And then we about to be in January of 2023. It's going to stop at 8 degrees Jimmy. So Mars is about to be in Gemini from now all the way to January. And that's just with the retrograde, right? So then it looked like it's about to start moving forward again at 8 degrees. So that's going to take us through February. At the end of February, it's at 18 degrees. March, and finally gets into Cancer on March the 26th. So I said in the video, right? Let me come back so y'all can see me here. I had said somewhere in the podcast, right, that if you got anything in Sagittarius, because that's the opposition, Gemini is the same energy, and then on the square points, which would be Virgo and Pisces, then hey, y'all in trouble in the sense because you got to pay attention to this dude, okay? Because he's going to be in the strenuous spot for you. In that strenuous spot, and let me pull it up real fast. I pull my square chart up because I'm not making this up, man. And this stuff is so easy. Um Let me put it on the PowerPoint because it always kind of gets distorted. So let me hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Let me go grab that square chart. Ooh. Here we go. Let me blow that up. Let me come back to a screen share with y'all. Hold on. All right. All right. So we come back to the square chart. Bam. All right. So what we want to do is we want to pay attention to the yellow square. Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo. And so now this is the grid to show you like this is really the one right here. These are your agitation points. Okay. If this is your sun sign, but again, particularly this is really your major agitation point when Mars is right here. If you got Mars in any of these signs, which you do, then you have to find your connecting agitation points. So I got Mars in Aquarius, and then I got Mercury in Aquarius. So Mars in Gemini is actually pretty good for me. With Mars in Mars in Aquarius, that's called a trine. We cooling right now. This ain't no cold red for me. But if you got Mars like PnB Rock, he may be like, man, I'm a Sagittarius. So what Mars and Gemini got to do with me? I ain't no Gemini. Shit. It's in opposition to you because it's in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is opposite Gemini. You see what I'm saying? You need to know your Mars sign, man. Seriously. Okay. Because on the bare minimum, well, not the bare minimum is it's going to come across as a time of anger, potentially, at the ugliest aspect can be anger. I think the bare minimum is you may just get a little headache or you may just bump your head or something, right? I'll be telling Jew like this, and when that nigga get in an inconspicuous spot, I'm going to purposely go bump my head on purpose. I may do an old school little trick and cut my finger for myself and just to appease the energy, just to see. Like I'm not kidding. I'm going to try it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's energy represents accidents type of stuff, right? So if you're not familiar with this, again, I could take you to, and I've shown it plenty of times. And again, when these type of events happen, I just jump on them because I want you guys to see the consistent pattern. I have tons of videos here. Any rapper then pretty much then got the business handed to him. You know what I mean? I probably then did it. And it's just to show you the consistent pattern of what pops up. So here goes some energies of Mars and what it represents. And then you will see it for yourself, right? That this dude represents bloodshed. You see hot acids, you see cuts, burns, you see armed services, which means military and pistols and war and temper, right? It's accidents on the top left, it's fever, so it's hot, you know what I mean? It's fire, it's aggressiveness, you know what I mean? It's passion, it's blood, right? Hot acids, nigga. I'd always say bullets burn, right? Friction. You see that? You see what I'm saying? Masculinity. It's a negative, toxic masculine energy. It's absolutely the most toxic masculine energy, if not channeled correctly. And so, again, when these planets align, I should have tagged Elon Musk. You don't want to go to Mars, sir. What you really want to do is do what your t shirt said. You want to nuke it, you want to blow that fucker up. Okay. Because it's a problem. And if we can remove the planet out of the solar system, like the asteroid belt, and still be alive, I vote to blow the planet up because I have way more than sufficient evidence to show you that this planet is a problem. If the planet has its own energy, and I'm going to say it does, because anything that is in creation has its own energetic signature. And even when you go back to Roman times, this is the god of war, right? I always got this saying that if you wanna fuck with the United States, strike on Wednesday because they're going to wait till Tuesday to kick off in your ass. Okay. So that is going to be the longest span that you're going to have before the USA kick off in that ass. I'm telling you. Okay. When you go look at Normandy, go see what day that was on, D-Day. Right. I've done this study because I like war. I do like it. I like the art of war in a sense. But this planet got to go. I'm telling you, seriously, man, it gotta go. I don't care about disturbing the equilibrium. I don't care. I don't care because see, the thing is, the asteroid belt is said to be a planet, and something happened. And I always say that they said that the pyramids was actually used as some type of scalar energy weapon that basically sent a wave of energy up, and it really just destroyed that particular planet. And you call it the asteroid belt. You know what I'm saying? Mars has a negative radiation. It's the energy that it spills out is just a negative radiation. You know what I mean? Can it be used for good? Yeah, you can use anything for good. Anything. You know what I mean? Anything can be used for good. But my theory is I'm wondering if you remove the external, because if it's as above, so below, if you remove the external, will that stop the internal, what I'm saying, expressions that we have? And most certainly, of course, it would be, well, if you change your internal, can you change the external? And I would like to say, yeah, but are we really on that level to, really get into that? You know what I mean? To change that. And again, it is an external body. And so blow it up, please. All right. Before I put my mind to it and we call it galactic activation and we go blow it up. It's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. I just gotta say it is what it is. Every time, whether it be Nipsey Hussle, whether it be whoever, man, whoever, I promise you, this planet is going to be on that square chart you see, is 9 times out of 10 is going to be inside of one of those agitating points every single time. Okay. And so I would like to think the most basic level of understanding this information would be if you had a foreknowledge of when this is likely to happen. What the fuck are you doing out eating chicken and waffles and you're a famous dude and just you and your girl? Are you think it's that time? Especially in the wild wild west, this is the wild wild west, nigga. This is Nipsey Hustle. This is Pop Smoke. Like you gonna catch that work, right? There's a time and season for everything. And when the planets align, that's always been the statement. When the planets align, the likelihood increases damn near tenfold. And so be safe, man. Be safe out here. Know your stars. Rest in peace. May your soul travel to a higher evolution. The beautiful thing about this place is it's eternity. The fucked up part is you don't remember. We don't remember. Man, it's sad, man. It's sad. I gotta stop myself from crying because humanity has lost its rabbit ass mind. Yeah, I was talking to Just Blaze today, right? I'm gonna do something on the Saints in the sense where, I just give you some insight, like especially Chi-Town. Chicago's crazy, right? You've taken a 6-pointed star, which represented spirituality, Star of David, right? And you turned it into a gangster thing. Your rival took on the name of Insane Vice Lord. Wait a minute, Vice Lord, like Insane Vice Lord. Lord is a title of adornment. It's a title of God, right? Your insane aspect of God. Listen how insane that sounds. Insane Vice Lord, right? You're an insane God. An insane God will, to me, really mean devil, right? In a sense, right? You're an insane God, right? You take, you know, Bone Thugs, and I got plenty more, who came out with Ouija, Are You With Me? And then I'm not spooky against that part. But these niggas like, nigga, this St. Clair. Nigga, St. Clair? Yo, St. Clair was the bomb. St. Clair? You better go read up on St. Clair of Ossie. Like, St. Clair? But niggas took that welcome to the dark side and introduced us to a more thuggish, ruggish, dark, demonic force, right? And I'm not saying this is I'm not telling you this to be scared of it. And I'm not saying that these people are demon worshippers. I'm not saying that. I'm just looking at the behavior and the expression of how something that is in one pocket, holy, sacred, but when niggas get it, we totally fuck it up. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We just totally fuck it up and desecrate it and turn it into the most craziest thing that we could possibly do with it, right? It's what we do, right? And we gotta stop it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man. Anyway, I just wanted to share. Anybody got any questions before we sign off, man? I just wanted to show y'all that, man. Once again, this damn planet Mars has he got another one. A nigga catch bodies. It's that nigga right there that's gonna catch them bodies. All right. The Earth is the slums of the galaxy. Yeah, because the Earth is the place where it all goes down at, right? It's everything goes. when it comes to, 'cause, everything goes, man. It's fire here, it's volcanoes, it's wind, it's hurricanes, it's tornadoes, it's karma, it's babies die, it's you can't remember. You know what I'm saying? You can't remember these connections and shit. It's just yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? It's we do retarded things on earth. I promise you we do. Like we struggle with I just marvel at the fact that like I know I don't have sharp teeth to kill predators and to be a predator and kill meat. I don't have claws to be a killer to for my food, and my hands are round, my teeth are square, and I'm more of should be more of what's considered to be more of a berry type of guy. And we be like, the herbs and shit, the wormwood or the shit that's bitter and the shit that's good for you that kill parasites. We be like, oh, that shit's disgusting. But then we'll go eat some dead meat that got blood in it and be like, yo, this shit is so good, right? And it's literally we're backwards. You know what I'm saying? And so I would agree with you, Aaron. This place is it's just pretty upside down, man. For real. You know. Mars is transiting my natal Mars in my 10th house. How can I mean you just you use that energy, Taylor, to get a boost on really pushing yourself out there in career. Just be careful of potential conflict with people in authoritative positions because the 10th house represents authority. So this could be government officials, a supervisor, things of that nature. But the 10th house really in Mars wants you to physically push. This is time to really push yourself out there. If you're an entrepreneur, this is a time that you don't play low key and you just got to put a very strong effort during this time to go out into the public and put your best foot forward because this represents 10th house is reputation and fame. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, free will planet. Are we in a Mars Gemini transit cosmic storm? Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that because see, listen, Gemini is an insane sign. Most of your mentally imbalanced people through society got some Gemini, some heavy Gemini factors. This is a very unstable sign right here. Like this madness. Okay, because when you get into this region of space, one, you starting to cut through the Milky Way rift. Okay, so let me see. Let me see something. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Let me see if we can light up the Milky Way rift. If you can see it. Give me a second, y'all. Let me load up. Let me load on up. There she go, right there. She's beautiful. But a beautiful place though. This place is, but it's just fucking crazy, man. These crazy ass relationships and shit. It's just crazy. All right. So what happens is this. This is what people never tell y'all too, ladies and gents. If you want to know what the Earth is, we always know what um where the planets are and stuff, right? But if you want to know what the Earth is, only thing you got to do is look to the south at midnight, and that's where the Earth is in space. The Earth is always in perfect alignment with this area of space. But the Milky Way rift is this area. Let me cut them lights off from the sun. That's the Milky Way rift right there. Okay. And so this is one side of it that deals with the Scorpio side of it, as you see Antares and all that right there, and Sagittarius. So we said opposite Sagittarius was Gemini, right? And so we were to go over here to the east and get old Jimmy to come up, they go to Milky Way light band again. You see? So they go to Milky Way light band, as you can see. And so people who are born, and here go Mars in this region of space, right? So Mars in this region of space is getting ready to come on in here inside of this Milky Way rift. But remember what I show y'all with Kanye West, not Kanye West, but who is that we just talked about? shit, something just happened. Somebody passed away, right? And we was looking at they got murdered. Who was that? And they had Mars was on or they son. Oh, Marvin Gaye. He ain't just died. We did the Marvin Gaye video and I showed you Marvin Gaye's son. Ain't that a bitch? Think about that. You go back to the Marvin Gaye video, Marvin Gaye's son was 26 degrees Taurus, which was right up in this spot in perfect alignment with this star right here called Algol. And this star right here, as I showed y'all, was known as the demon star. So if you look at Algol, let's look at its right ascension angle. If you go far left over here, it'll say RA. Its right ascension angle is about 3 hours and 8 minutes or 3 hours and 9 minutes is its right angle ascension. Well, let's go see what Mars right angle ascension is real fast just to see if it's in vicinity, right? So Mars is 4 hours. So it's about 1 hour pass. Okay. So what we're saying is in a nutshell, let me see. Let me back it up here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorry about the 8, 9. Where we at? We on 9. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is I want to kind of cool, perfect. So say we on Earth right now, right? We on Earth and we want to pay attention to Perseus right here, this dude right there. And we just want to see what time, as we go throughout the day, bam, there go Algol coming up. Okay. And about an hour later, we should start to see Mars should start to come up somewhere. There you go. So Mars starts to come up, right? So Mars is not too far behind from the Algol energy. So since it's not too far behind, it's is what we call in conjunction to. Okay. So it's almost in a perfect alignment with one another. So when you get the demon star in this nigga's natural energy and you're going into this dark region of this Milky Way rift, shit starts to get very nasty up in here. Because you got to remember too, the Pleiades is here, which is a very nasty energy as well, known as the Seven Sisters, right? It's a very nasty energy. Okay. So things are not fun over here. And Aldebaran is really the star that is the Archangel Michael. Michael rules this region of space. Facts. When you understand what's known as the Watcher stars, this is the Archangel Michael. I'll take you to Raphael. I want to see. I'm gonna take y'all to class tonight, man. There go Rafi right here, over here, which is now the Leo Virgo energy. This is Raphael right here, right? You want to see Gabe? I'm sorry. I'll take you to who would be next. Bam, Antares, right? That's like a baby Mars because it's the red star too. So that's Uriel right there. Okay, the light of God. Okay, getting back into that Milky Way rift. Okay, and then Gabe is more over. Gabe is more over here. And I'm gonna show you Gabe. Hold on. If we can even spell Gabe. Gotta find it. It's formaldehyde. So I gotta find it. But Gabe is over here, more in the Piscean frequency up in this section. You know what I'm saying? And so those are what's known as your watcher stars and whatnot. Okay. And so, you know, what Mars is right now in the sky is just a very it's just a very volatile spot, man. All right. So yeah, we in a shit storm right now. Oh, yeah, right. Use your umbrella for sure. All right. I feel like what you said is backwards for me personally. The bad is the eternal, and the good is I won't remember. Right? Hey, but it's possibly so. Possibly so. You know, um, you Aquarius. You wish you can read the chart. Oh man, hey, man, that's easy, man. You can. I always say My book is over there. You get like planets and transits will help you out. If you read planets and transits, that would be a good, a good book to read and to be able to, look at this stuff, man. So look into planets and transits. Um, all right. More Soul Knowledge TV. Yeah, man. We didn't wrap it up. Yeah, we about to wrap it up. But yeah, any questions before we get up out of here, man? Um, oh man, I ain't even really look at the totality of dude's chart, man. See, see. I see something else in this chart, right? I see something else, right? And what's that? That's over there. And Aries. Man, he's about to go through a lucky time of expansion and money. For real, for real. But even with here, let me show y'all this real fast too. And see, this is when you gotta know. This is when you just gotta know when you're gonna have that Black Widow effect. Mm-mm. All right. So Pluto in the sky, right, is this little fella right here in green. But depending on when his time of birth is, it's still a conjunction. Pluto is on his moon, right, in the sky. So Pluto in the sky is on the moon. Pluto, if we go pull up, so you can see that I ain't making this stuff up, man. We go insert. Where you at, Pluto? Illumino P. We go pull up some keywords for Pluto. Now we know the moon is a woman, right? But you can look right here in this column right here. You're gonna see death. So Pluto represents an energy that can deal with death as well. You see what I'm saying? And then it being in this position with the female energy in your life, you know what I mean? That could be death of a woman, death of mom, or Pluto also represents what? Orgasm, sex. Sex is on top of death. You see that? So this is the energy of sex. So since Pluto in the sky, the planet of sex, and you have sex with a woman and you're out enjoying yourself, this also represents death of a woman, or you can be with a woman and you die. This is a classic example of why this thing is energy is interchangeable, because it looks like verbatim it would be, wait a minute, the planet of sex in a woman, the planet of death in a woman. Oh, a woman gonna die. But that's not what happened. You're going to die with the woman, or being in the company of the woman is how you die. You see, as long as the energy plays out, it doesn't care. So energy is interchangeable. It just needs the main theme to play out in the environment. It don't give a fuck who gets the bullet, but somebody got to catch it. Okay? So you got to be careful when you interpreting this stuff, because it's not, sometimes it's just not as verbatim as, oh, it's a woman. Oh, it's your mom because moon, you know what I mean? It don't mean that. Okay? It doesn't. And the truth be told, for real, for real, honestly, if honestly, you will see how these energies is close to the planet Saturn, and Saturn represents karma, right? And then you will see that, shit, that's death, karma, woman, planet of karma. Saturn squares Venus, which is a relationship with a woman, and Venus and Scorpio is a no-no anyway. Venus don't belong in Scorpio. That's a no-no. That energy is not expressed really, really well in Scorpio. It's expressed well here in Libra when it deals with the relationship thing. So this planet is kind of out of pocket, okay, right here. So Venus squares Saturn, that's a very cold energy. Venus even squares the moon. The feminine energy in your life is off. You know what I'm saying? And then again, it carries an aspect of karma to it. So now everything is on time, of course, right? For sure, without a shadow of a doubt. But here's the kicker. All right. This is what I would like to believe. This one philosophy would be, um, everybody got a certain number of breaths that they take. And depending on, you breathe faster, okay, your environment now has you at the Waffle House and you coming up on that number of breath. If you breathe slower, okay, your number now has you, right here at a different location, you know. And I like that in a sense, and that comes more from the Hindu philosophy. And I like that in a sense because it you can look at this chart and you see it, and I'll be like, Nigga, you under a cold red, nigga, lay low. And I'm gonna give you a timeline to lay low. And so say you lay low, but we all gotta go. So you ain't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? But the question is, can you choose how you gonna go? Cause I'm telling you now, you ain't gonna catch me on the mark. I just know when, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't with it. God willing, I ain't no. Uh-uh. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't. You know. And so, if you had this information, man, the goal is to sidestep. You know what I mean? The negative, and then introduce the positive, because this shit is alchemy. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. All right. What would his jewelry be considered? Oh, that's interesting. The jewelry, right? And so I would see that more as, um it could be a Scorpio thing, a Venus thing, because Venus is beauty, right? And Scorpio is joint possessions as well. So it could be even more of a Taurus thing, but definitely a Venus thing, because Venus represents beauty and adornment. You see what I'm saying? So being a Scorpio is out of pocket. It's highly out of pocket. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, it's a it's a potential issue. Okay. About to travel Mars in Taurus ninth house. Nah, you ain't got to stay put. I'm just saying, listen, a simple awareness of the thing can delete the program, you know. And that I get that from doing the past life reading work, seeing that stuff documented where people saw an issue from a past life, and then all of a sudden the issue that they're having in this lifetime is related to that, and then they no longer have that physical issue no more. So their observation totally deleted the program. So it's different when you get into that, because observation don't create reality. When you get into healing on a past life level, observation actually deletes the program. And so what was that show again, Tanisha, if you still here, on Netflix, that we talked about, dealing with that whole past life thing. And there's a doctor over at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville who's been studying reincarnation for over 20 years. And we was talking of in this documentary on YouTube, I mean on Netflix, he was talking about how your how the person of today birthmark was actually the vital injury point and wound of the previous person who they was who they were. So in other words, you get shot in wherever, and then when you reincarnate, that's where your damn birthmark could be. And so then the question I had even asked Tanisha was like, well, where your birthmarks at? Now here's my question. Do you have pain there or any sense of tenderness there? And she was like, I've always had pain right here. So that's a question that I would raise for y'all to kind of think about that. Around your birthmark, is there any sense of tenderness? Like I know one of mine's there is. It's just a weak spot for me. I can just feel it's weak. Um, and look into it. You know what I mean? Like this is something that is being studied. that will eventually come into the light, for sure. So look into that and tell me what y'all think. All right. But the ninth house represents traveling out of the country, and Mars wants to go. So you can't sit still. So just, go ahead. Just be, careful, man. Is geometry a true science or not? I think geometry is a true science, man. I think that um one of the coldest I seen on the Christian geometry was this dude on YouTube named Marty Leeds. Boy, he was cold as a motherfucker on that geometry shit. He really found something. So I think it's dope. I think Kabbalistic geometry is cool, and it's kind of how I found out the secrets. I created a process called negation, where instead of adding numbers up, subtract the two numbers to find out what's in the middle. So, like for example, um, Adam equals 45 and Eve equals 19. So instead of adding them up to get 64, if you take 19 away from 45, you get 26, and 26 is the sacred name of Yahweh. That's what Yahweh, how you spell Yahweh, YHVH or YHWH, or if you want to say J or make it Jehovah, that's cool too. But those four letters equal 26. And I said, damn, that's amazing. God is the energy that exists in between man and woman. That's what you call attraction, right? That's God right there. That thing that you feel, that energy that you feel, that's God. And so I started this process of negating some things Kabbalistically, and was coming into some great, great insights. And then it dawned on me in a sense, like, when you subtract things, you allow yourself to see what's in between the 2 points versus just adding up the two things to arrive at something else. You get to see the beauty of what's in between. You know what I'm saying? And so that to me is um just beautiful. You know what I mean? So when you do that, you know what I mean? And so absolutely, geometry is the bomb. I think it is a science, mystic science for sure. You know, mystic. All right. Any more questions before we wrap it up? That fucks with me, man. Because see the questions I be having is like, yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's this. I don't know the name of the restaurant, man. I'm about to actually see if I can find it real fast. Um, breakfast. I could have swore I was actually looking for some vegan waffles or something. Maybe was I there to try to find some vegan waffles or vegan French toast? Maybe. Um, I think it is Green Eggs Cafe. Yep, I'm confident it was Green Eggs Cafe, and I think let me see some. I want to say it was Green Eggs Cafe. Yep, because it's let me see. Green Egg Cafe. It's York. I want to say it was Green Eggs Cafe, and um, I'm placing my order to go, and PnB Rock is sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, the question I'd be starting to ask is like, why God would you allow me to see that person out of all people eating the very same thing like I was going to get now in this timeline? You know what I'm saying? It was like, for what? Why? And then the obvious would be like, nigga, putty, it ain't no coincidence. So, you gotta, you know, And maybe it's my own ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you supposed to run the reports and run the interference. You know what I'm saying? Because you can run interference. You know what I mean? It's called placebos and shit like that. You know what I mean? And potentially run the interference on them. You know what I mean? So shit like that would start, I'm an empath, man, naturally. So shit like that would kind of fuck with me for, a day or two. You know what I mean? Cause it's like, fuck. Like, did you really show me that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Did you show me that? I don't know. Magneto, what up, man? Hey, I don't know. Man, it's probably the olive oil while I'm glowing, man. I don't know. I'm signed up. I don't know if it's anything special. I try to communicate with God on a daily, and I'm devoted to Mary at this point. I'm going through a mystical marriage in my life where I'm married to the divine feminine force of Mary. And I'm liking it. I'm really loving it. You know what I mean? For real, for real. I just not to divulge too much, but I'm fresh out the tub, and I got rose water on my face as well. Like I'm in love with the cocoa, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love. I am drunkenly in love with the creator. It's a beautiful process. You know what I mean? All right. So yes, Mercury Mars retro is in effect, man. Mercury retrograde just kicked in. Mars retro. If you have anything in those signs, again, your mutables. If you got Mars there, please, please, please be careful from now all the way into March. If you got the sun there, Mercury there, and I dare say Saturn, please be careful. We're talking about Gemini. We're talking about Virgo. We're talking about Sagittarius. And we're talking about Pisces. If you have those planets that I just named in those locations, you, my friend, are in a code red. Here's my advice to what I give my clients on code red. Please release any tension now, immediately. If you can recognize anything that bothers you, please get it out. Go ahead and address it before you unconsciously create an event that will force you to do it. That can be called a fight, an argument, and you don't want it to turn into an accident because it's frustrated energy that's built up that has to have an outlet. So you have to find the proper outlet. Once you get it out your system, you just did an energy transference. You just did a release. So please let it out your system. You can be constructive, exercise. Just be careful with sharp objects, hot objects. But the energy of Mars is an energy of physicality. It does not want to meditate and woosah it away. It wants to be physically drained away. So something that will produce a sweat could be good. And Mars is sex. And so great passionate sex could be of the order at this particular time. If you have sexual, what's the word I'm looking for? Not dysfunctions, but I'll go with that. This is a time where you could be sexually agitated at this particular time. And so this is a time where you want to do whatever it is that you do to take care of you. Mind your body, mind your emotions, honor what you feel, um, and say you sorry. Say you sorry. I had to say I'm sorry. I had to tell my guy I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry I put you in some messed up positions, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm serious about this, right? I had to have these conversations, and I really mean it too, right? Like, man, damn, what the fuck was I thinking, man? Damn, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I wasn't thinking about you. I thought I was, but I'm sorry. I put you in some messed up situations. You know what I'm saying? Don Metatron, man, you can email me, bro. We can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Noble, Noble, as you see the name up there at Gmail, Noble Anpu at Gmail. All right. So y'all be safe, man. I'll see you on the next video. Subscribe. Check the podcast out too, man. Cosmic Conversations. Cosmic Conversations. Subscribe. Share with a friend. Rest in peace, PnB Rock, man. I say the Father, the Son, the Mother, the Daughter, the Holy Spirit is all. That's the instruction that I was given. I got to put the mom and the daughter in there. You know what I'm saying? And the Holy Spirit is the divine family. You know what I'm saying? But may your soul go to a higher evolution, man. Seriously. And I get with y'all. All right. Peace.